Welcome to Blissful Garden. In today's video I will guide you how to take care of orchids after the flowering season when the flowers have faded, until they bloom again with beautiful flowers. During the period after flowering, orchids are often in a weakened state and are susceptible to fungal attacks. If you look closely, you can see that the leaf stalks on the top have been attacked by mold, causing the yellow leaves on the stalks to gradually spread to the entire leaf. The main cause is often too much fertilizer or watering directly on the tops, causing water to stagnate, creating conditions for mold to grow. Infected leaves should be removed promptly to prevent the spread to healthy leaves and other plants in the garden. When the plant is attacked by mold, it is necessary to carefully check the growing medium and roots to determine whether the fungus has penetrated or the cause comes from the growing medium. The growing medium has been infected with black fungus. If not checked and treated promptly, the possibility of the plant being damaged is very high. Remove all moldy growing media. Mold often hides and thrives in damp moss. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you along on this journey. Removing old media is important because moss tends to stay moist for long periods of time, allowing harmful mold and bacteria to build up and damage the roots. If moss is left there, the plant will not have a clean environment to grow back in. When removing moss, do it gently to avoid damaging healthy roots. Use sterilized scissors to thoroughly cut away diseased, damaged, and dysfunctional roots. This is a very important step, because if weak roots are left, they can continue to rot and spread disease to the remaining healthy roots of the plant. By removing damaged roots, the orchid will be cleaner, more open, and less susceptible to harmful bacteria or fungi, while allowing healthy roots more space and energy to thrive, giving the plant a better chance of recovering and thriving in the months to come. In addition to the English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation to your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. We will cut off the wilted flower stalks so that the plant can concentrate nutrients. The lower part of the branch still has flower buds but is infected with fungus, so you need to cut off the flower stalk as well. After completing the pruning process, I rinsed the entire orchid with clean water. This step helps to thoroughly remove any remaining damaged root fragments, as well as wash away dirt and bacteria on the stem and base of the plant. Be sure to use cool water at moderate pressure, avoiding a strong jet of water to avoid further damage to the healthy roots. Continue to remove all infected leaf stalks to prevent the risk of spreading to other parts of the plant. Rinsing ensures that the plant's roots and tissues are in the best condition to absorb nutrients and regain strength during the healing process. After rinsing, I will let the plant rest before applying an organic treatment to treat this orchid. I use potatoes to create natural fertilizer, which helps to add essential nutrients to orchids. Potatoes are rich in organic matter, nitrogen and phosphorus, providing essential nutrients for plant growth. Cut potatoes into small pieces to make natural fertilizer. Potato skins are rich in vitamin C, an antioxidant that is good for plant health. What country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment to let me know. It's great that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. I prepare a clean glass jar, then put the chopped potatoes inside. I use 500 milliliters of boiling water to help the potatoes release their nutrients quickly. Boiling water not only softens the potatoes, making them easier to mash, but also promotes the release of essential minerals, especially potassium, into the water more effectively. Next, I tightly closed the jar and covered it with a towel, letting it sit for a while. This steeping period allows the potatoes to slowly release their nutrients into the water. The next ingredient I used was 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, which has antibacterial and antifungal properties and also stimulates the rooting process for orchids. I use 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to dissolve the turmeric powder, making the solution uniform and easy to use for orchids. Cover tightly and leave for 30 minutes to let the substances in the turmeric powder slowly release nutrients into the water. After 30 minutes of incubation, I filter out the residue, keeping only the liquid solution to use for the orchid. What orchid species are you growing, so that I can build an in-depth care guide video, specifically tailored to the characteristics and needs of that species? After about 1 hour, when the potato water has cooled, I stir well and filter out the potatoes, keeping only the extracted water. At this time, I filtered it with turmeric powder, the important minerals from the potatoes, especially potassium, dissolved into the water, creating a natural solution rich in nutrients, very good for the growth of orchids. When combining these two ingredients, we get an organic fertilizer solution that both provides essential nutrients for orchids and enhances natural antibacterial properties, helping plants grow healthily in a safe and healthy environment. Use a soft cotton pad soaked in the turmeric and potato solution to gently wipe the entire surface of the plant. This way we not only clean the dirt that accumulates over time, but also allow the organic nutrients from the potatoes and turmeric powder to be absorbed directly through the leaf surface. The solution extracted from potatoes and turmeric powder contains many valuable nutrients and has antibacterial and antifungal properties. When absorbed by orchids, this solution helps stimulate strong root regeneration and promotes rapid plant growth. Use a glass cup the same size as the plant and fill the cup with nutrients. I will soak the entire orchid root in the solution for about 30 minutes, helping the plant absorb the necessary nutrients to recover. After 30 minutes of soaking, I took the plant out. By now it had absorbed the nutrients it needed. The leaves were turning a darker green, while the root tips were starting to open up, ready to reach out and search for nutrients in the water. We will disinfect the cuts to help them heal quickly. I use turmeric powder to disinfect cuts on plants, applying it directly to the wound to prevent fungus and promote tissue healing. Turmeric powder is not only effective against fungus but also stimulates the formation of new roots. Apply it on the previous moldy spot to prevent mold from coming back. Turmeric powder helps the plant to disinfect very well. After applying, I will let the plant heal and then proceed to plant the plant. With the remaining nutrients, I will take care of and provide additional nutrients for the plants. Method 1. The first way to use this solution is to take a soft cotton pad and gently wipe each leaf of the orchid. Gently wipe the top of the orchid leaves to remove any remaining dirt and mold. At the same time, wipe the underside to open the stomata, increasing the ability to absorb nutrients. Potato skins are rich in potassium, along with small amounts of phosphorus, two essential nutrients that keep leaves healthy, dark green, and promote photosynthesis. Turmeric powder has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties. When applied directly to leaves, it not only eliminates and prevents mold but also helps to limit the attack of many pests such as aphids, red spider mites, and thrips. Method 2. Water directly into the orchid roots. This is the most natural and effective way to provide nutrients because the roots are the main part of the plant, responsible for absorbing nutrients and transporting them to the entire orchid plant. When supplemented with potassium-rich nutrients from potatoes, combined with the natural antibacterial and antifungal properties of cinnamon, the orchid's roots will become increasingly healthy, grow thicker, spread wider, and cling more firmly to the substrate, creating a solid foundation for long-term growth. The leaves will become shinier and more elastic. The stems will grow fuller and stronger, and the flowers will be more colorful and long-lasting. After 1 day of care, the wounds on the orchid roots have healed and begun to recover. We will proceed to plant the plant in a new pot. The pot needs to ensure effective drainage, with drainage holes at the bottom to limit water stagnation. I use carefully treated pine bark to remove mold and potential pathogens, ensuring a clean and safe growing environment for orchid growth. Preferably choose large shells to line the bottom to increase ventilation and support stable root development. Add a layer of small to medium-sized pine bark around the base to keep. In addition, this material also helps provide a natural amount of nutrients and contributes to inhibiting the growth of fungi, creating an ideal environment for the recovery and growth of orchids. Finally, cover the surface of the substrate with a layer of moss to retain natural moisture, support the recovery process, and limit drying due to dehydration. Moss creates a humid environment, helping orchid roots easily absorb, grow, and develop quickly. After planting, provide additional nutrients for the plant. These nutrients should be watered directly into the root zone, periodically every 2 weeks. Potatoes contain salicylic acid, which helps promote natural flowering and stimulates rapid growth of roots, leaves, and stems. On alternate days, just use clean water and spray lightly to maintain ideal humidity for the plant, helping the orchid absorb well and limit waterlogging. Then place the plant in the garden in a location with soft light and ventilation, creating optimal conditions for orchid growth. After just 1 month of care, the orchid has grown strongly. This proves that the plant has absorbed nutrients optimally. The leaves were completely free of mold, becoming darker green and shinier, especially right at the spot that had been attacked by fungus. The tree had sprouted a shiny green shoot, a clear sign that its vitality was gradually recovering. Next, check the roots, an important part that helps the plant stay healthy. It can be observed that the new root system is growing very strongly, with a series of bright white young roots growing out simultaneously, showing that the tree is absorbing nutrients well and entering a stage of active recovery. From an orchid that once showed signs of fungal infection, through proper treatment and care, the plant has now been revived, becoming a healthy individual, full of vitality and ready for a new stage of development. I will continue to mix a nutrient solution from turmeric powder and potatoes to nourish the plant. Then, apply a gentle misting method to the entire stem and leaves, helping the plant absorb nutrients quickly, while creating the necessary humidity, supporting the recovery process and stable development. The best time to do this is early in the morning when the leaves are still cool and have all day to absorb the nutrients. Water the mixture directly into the orchid pot, helping nutrients penetrate deeply into the growing environment, nourish healthy roots, and support even orchid growth. This is a comprehensive care solution, helping orchids to be healthy from the inside and better withstand harmful external agents. After watering, place the orchid in a cool place with good air circulation and gentle sunlight to optimize photosynthesis. After only 2 months of proper care, the orchid has clearly changed. The new leaves have grown more, are dark green and thick, showing increasingly strong vitality. The gloss of the leaves is very beautiful, as if mold had never appeared. The new roots grew very strongly, even reaching above the rim of the pot, proving that the plant was absorbing nutrients wonderfully. In particular, a new flower stalk had begun to sprout. This was clear evidence that to have healthy and beautiful orchids, the grower needs to put in a lot of dedication, patience, and meticulous care throughout the growth process of the plant. With proper care, orchid leaves will always retain their lush green color, shiny surface, and be completely clean, with no risk of mold invasion. For orchids that have formed buds, this solution will help the blooming process to take place more evenly, helping the petals to have bright, vibrant, and long-lasting colors. In particular, the flowers will stay fresh on the branches for a long time, without wilting early. Just bought orchids but worried about weak roots, yellow leaves, or flowers not blooming? Don't worry, with just one simple but extremely effective ingredient, I will share with you how to take care of newly bought orchids so that the plant quickly recovers, is healthy from roots to leaves, and blooms brilliantly. Watch the whole video, because I also reveal some tips to help you keep your orchid pot beautiful for a long time. This is an orchid that has withered flowers after being bought and grown healthily. However, due to the erratic changes in the weather, the plant has been affected and shows signs of infection. The leaf stalk has been invaded by fungus, causing the leaf tissue to be destroyed and leading to a soft, rotten condition. For infected orchids, don't throw them away. With proper treatment, they can completely recover and become healthy again. Soft leaves are often a place where mold and bacteria that are harmful to plants accumulate, so they need to be completely removed to prevent spread and create conditions for the plant to recover. When the tree shows signs of infection, we need to intervene promptly, because if delayed, mold and bacteria will spread very quickly, weakening the entire tree. We need to thoroughly remove the infected leaf bases. Although the leaf stalks have been invaded and damaged by the fungus, the base of the tree is still bright white, strong and unaffected, which is an important foundation for the tree to continue to recover. Observing the roots, you can see that the roots are still strong and have a characteristic green color. This is a sign that the root system is not infected and still maintains the ability to absorb nutrients well. But it is necessary to remove the plastic pot and carefully check the growing medium and root system to determine whether they are affected by pathogens. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you along on this journey. It can be seen that some old roots have dried up and completely lost their absorption function. These roots need to be removed to avoid taking up space and creating open space, helping other healthy roots to develop more strongly. Use sterilized scissors to thoroughly cut off dry root segments. The growing medium is still generally good, but the old moss layer on top needs to be removed. This not only helps limit the risk of fungal accumulation but also creates more open space, helping the new roots to develop more strongly. For faded flower branches, we need to cut off all the dry or damaged flower stalks. This helps the plant no longer have to focus its energy on nourishing the exhausted flower pods, instead focusing nutrients on the leaves and roots, thereby creating a solid foundation for the plant to grow and form new, healthier flower stalks in the future. After pruning to eliminate disease sources on the tree, we will proceed to clean the tree. Rinse the entire plant thoroughly under running water to remove any remaining dirt. This step helps clean the roots and stumps, making it easier for the plant to adapt to its new environment. Thorough rinsing with tap water can remove up to 80% of pathogens and harmful fungi. The remaining mold will be further treated with organic methods and natural fertilizers, helping the roots to be both clean and nourished. In addition to the English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation to your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. After cleaning, we will proceed to antibacterial and antifungal treatment for the plant. I will use 1 liter of clean water to disinfect. I use baking soda as the main ingredient to prevent mold, antibacterial, and stimulate orchid growth. I mix 1 teaspoon of baking soda with 1 liter of water. This dosage is just enough to be safe and does not harm the plant. Once I had prepared the baking soda solution, I chose a pot that was the right size for the plant's root system. Pour in baking soda water to ensure the roots are evenly submerged in the solution and absorb nutrients optimally. Use a soft cotton pad soaked in baking soda to gently wipe the entire surface of the plant. Gently wipe the top of the orchid leaves to remove dirt and mold on the leaves. At the same time, wipe the underside to open the stomata, increasing the ability to absorb nutrients. Clean, shiny leaves will support effective photosynthesis, thereby promoting comprehensive development and nourishing healthy root systems, contributing to enhancing vitality and strong growth of orchids. Thoroughly wiping the base of the leaves that have been infected with fungus will help completely remove any remaining pathogens, keep the plant cleaner, and minimize the risk of mold recurrence. After wiping, use a small cup to block the top so the orchid does not float and soak for 30 minutes. I use roses as a natural fertilizer for orchids. With 3 roses taking both petals and stamen. Roses contain many valuable active ingredients, both antibacterial and antifungal, helping to quickly heal wounds on plants and stimulate new roots to grow stronger. In particular, roses also contain the active ingredient menatenin, which has anti-aging effects on plants, supports the growth process, helps orchids stay healthy and develop sustainably. Using a blender, put the whole rose petals and pistils inside to puree. I use 500 milliliters of clean water to blend together to help release maximum beneficial natural nutrients into the water. Grind the rose with water to release the precious active ingredients in the petals and pistil. Next, use a sieve combined with a thin layer of cloth to filter out the flower residue, keeping only the pure extracted water. The next ingredient I add is vitamin B1. Use 3 vitamin B1 tablets, dissolved directly into the prepared rose water solution. Add 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to spread the water to prevent shock when supplying to the plant. Then stir well to completely dissolve vitamin B1 into the rose water solution. This mixture should be left alone for about 15 minutes. After 30 minutes of soaking in baking soda, the plant has been treated with antifungal and antibacterial properties. Lift the orchid and place it in a pot of the right size. After 15 minutes, the nutrients from roses and vitamin B1 blend together to form a nutrient-rich liquid solution, ready for orchid care and restoration. Use a soft cotton pad, soaked in rose water solution combined with vitamin B1, then proceed to care for the orchid leaves. When caring for orchid leaves, we need to gently wipe the entire surface of the leaves. On the upper surface, wiping will help remove dirt, creating shine for the leaves. On the lower surface, this action helps remove mold, harmful insects, and stimulates the growth of the plant. Cleaned leaves will open the stomata, thereby helping the plant absorb nutrients more effectively. At the same time, rosewater solution has antibacterial and antifungal properties, supports the rapid healing of wounds on the leaves, creates conditions for optimal photosynthesis, helping the plant grow healthy and durable. Continue to reuse the vase that has soaked the plant in the baking soda solution. We proceed to fill it with rosewater solution combined with vitamin B1. Place the plant in the vase and soak it for 30 minutes to allow the plant to absorb nutrients. Method 1. With the remaining nutrients, I use a soft cotton pad to gently wipe the leaf surface of healthy orchids in the garden. Gently wipe the entire surface of the orchid leaves. This not only removes long-standing dirt, but also helps remove mold and harmful insect eggs. Wiping the leaves also helps open the stomata, creating conditions for the leaves to absorb nutrients and exchange gas better. With a solution of rose water and vitamin B1, I usually wipe the orchid leaves about twice a month. This is a simple care step but brings clear results. Helping the plant photosynthesize strongly, the leaves are greener and shinier, and the growth rate is significantly improved. Method 2. In addition to wiping the leaves, you can also pour this mixture into a spray bottle to spray directly onto the leaves. This helps the nutrients spread evenly and helps the orchid absorb them faster. When spraying, remember to mist both the top and bottom of the leaves so that nutrients penetrate deeply and at the same time remove dust and harmful microorganisms on the leaves. Regularly spray or water with rose water and vitamin B1 about 2 to 3 times per month. This not only provides nutrients but also helps the orchid grow naturally with lush green leaves and healthy roots. Method 3. Apply by directly fertilizing the mixture into the orchid pot, allowing the nutrients to penetrate deeply into the substrate, nourish the roots and promote the overall growth of the plant. After fertilizing, the orchid pot should be placed in the mixture for about 20 minutes. This time is enough for the roots to optimally absorb nutrients, while ensuring safety, not causing waterlogging or damage to the plant. With the nutrients just sprayed on the leaves, we need to gently dry the surface. This helps to avoid water stagnation, the cause of leaf rot, and creates conditions for mold to grow, while keeping the orchid leaves clean and healthy. To clean every crevice of the leaves thoroughly. These are places where insects often hide and where water has the hardest time draining. Put the plant in the garden in a cool, light place to help the plant grow well. After 30 minutes of soaking, the plant has fully absorbed the necessary nutrients. I will move the plant to a new pot to create a more favorable growth environment. I choose a pot that is larger than the root system, and the bottom needs to have drainage holes to ensure the orchid roots are always dry. Limit fungal diseases and create conditions for healthy root growth. At the bottom of the pot, I put a layer of large foam to create a well-ventilated environment for the orchid roots to grow healthily and limit fungal diseases. Place the orchid neatly in the middle of the pot, then add layers of mold-free pine bark to secure the base. This method both keeps the plant standing firmly and creates a safe, airy environment for the roots to grow. At the same time, gently pat around the pot so that the growing medium adheres firmly to the roots. Cover the surface of the growing medium at the mouth of the pot with a thin layer of moss to maintain stable humidity and create ideal conditions for healthy root growth. At the same time, moss also helps keep the surrounding temperature stable, protecting plants from sudden temperature changes. On normal days, if I notice the moss on the surface of the substrate is dry, I will spray mist to add moisture to keep the plant in an ideal state. After care, the plant is placed in a cool place with gentle light, helping the orchid photosynthesize well and grow quickly. After 1 month of care, the orchid has clearly changed. The leaves are green and shiny thanks to the method of wiping the leaves to provide nutrients directly. In particular, the leaf stalks that were once moldy have now recovered and healthy young roots have appeared, an impressive sign of revival. At the same time, the young leaf buds are also growing, showing that the plant is in a strong growth phase. When the upper stem is limited in its ability to transmit nutrients, the orchid will be forced to develop new roots to find its own source of nutrients to sustain life. This is a testament to the strong vitality of orchids. With proper and dedicated care, even plants that have been attacked by mold can completely revive and become healthy again. The roots have grown strongly, showing that the nutrients from the rose combined with vitamin B1 have stimulated the cell regeneration process in the orchid, helping the plant recover and maintain its extremely strong vitality. However, if not detected and treated promptly, the fungus can quickly spread, damaging the entire upper body of the plant. Thanks to its natural antibacterial properties, roses also play an important role in supporting the plant in forming new cells, contributing to the revival and strengthening of the overall health of the orchid. After just 1 month, the orchid showed tremendous growth. The young plant had formed a large sprout, proving that when we put our heart into caring for it, the plant will respond with remarkable growth. At the root end, the top part has begun to penetrate deeply, while the bottom part continues to grow and spread, taking on the role of searching for nutrients to nourish the entire mother plant. Thanks to that, the orchid has enough energy to separate, and at the same time, the young plant from the root sprout below will also develop into a healthy new orchid. The orchid is being cared for properly and maintained in good health. The combination of fresh green leaves, healthy new roots and long-lasting flowers shows that this whole care method is really effective in helping the orchid to develop comprehensively from roots to leaves. I hope this video will help you take better care of your orchids at home. If you find it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on upcoming simple and natural orchid care tips. If you encounter any difficulties in the process of caring for and growing orchids, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I'm always ready to support so that you can grow healthy, blooming orchids. Thank you for watching. I wish you all luck, happiness, good health and success in your garden care journey. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos.